Good morning. Welcome to the game one of the Laddie Esports Varsity series. We're playing League of Legends. My name is Ken. I'm joined by Admin and Arcpulse. Guys, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going? Good morning.
And
Hey,
finally,
good morning, everybody.
after a long summer, we are going to jump into some League of Legends action. Remember that the Laddie Esports League is brought to you by Guam Windward Memorial. Heavy hitters and Monster Energy Drink. Without at least three main sponsors, none of this would be possible, so shout out to them. And of course, from the fine contributions from companies like Coffee Slut and Goodwood Guam. So the Varsity series is a 8-week series of events featuring all League of Legends games with 14 teams from the island. Every Saturday, 10 a.m., we will stream 3 of those games. So you're going to get a lot of that action going on now. Why am I streaming Tekken 7 category? I don't know why it says that, but we should be good. So let's just get into it. This is the first game today, guys. Run It Down versus Collab Koalas. And we got them all in the lobby.
Yeah.
Just pull these guys right now, make sure they're ready to start. Guys, what do you think about today's games?
Well, we've seen a couple of the members from Collab Koalas play before, I believe. And, we got the world famous Godkins on Collab Koalas team. I'm not too familiar with RIPD, but... Run It Down, sorry, RID.
All right.
But I'm excited to see what they got to offer.
Yeah, we're just waiting for them to just get up ready in the lobby. A couple guys are AFK. But it should definitely be an interesting season. Just a quick look at the different teams. Right now there are 14 teams in the league, but this league is only 8 weeks long, so there's no way we could get every team to challenge every other team. So we split up the teams into 2 groups: the recreational league and the educational league. So the recreational league is just teams of random players. And you'll see here we got Collab Koalas, Run It Down, GGU, Chihu Jet Blasters, Best from Guam, who are also the champs from the summer, Mick D's for Life, and FF at 15. So all of these teams will be playing every Saturday. It's going to be pretty wild, pretty awesome. And on the other groups, we have the educational squads, all schools from Guam or the Marianas. We have Simon Sanchez, Okudu, Teedson, University of Guam, Marianas High School, FD, and Harvest, and GW and JFK. So that is all ready. And it looks like we are about ready to begin with the first match in this season of the Varsity Series. Go.
Yeah, how exciting.
Dude, I honestly have not seen Godkins in action, so this is gonna be actually my first time seeing him play. So I'm honestly really excited to see it.
It's quite the treat. He is quite the 1v9 player. He used to play on my team. And he is really good. Is in comparison to everyone else on Guam, I would say he's easily one of the best players that I know personally. But I'd like to see, not that I want to see him lose, but I want to see some good competition this time around.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. I mean, I really don't want to see some 1v sided slamming. I want to see some, some tap for tap. Some scrapping, some even scrapping going on. I know eventually, probably past maybe I don't know. I want to be hopeful and say past 15 to 20 minutes. That's when things start to really show who has a better chance at winning. But let's hope it doesn't end at before 10.
Yeah, as we saw in our last tournament, it's not all about rank disparity. It's about teamwork and cohesion and getting your plan together and playing it right. So going into these bans here, we got Seraphine banned out for RID, Run It Down. That's a new champion. I have never played against it yet, so she's only been out for a day. I'm glad they banned it out because, Riot only releases completely broken champions when they first come out. Upon release, they're usually overtuned and they need their numbers checked and hot fixed. So I'm glad that we don't have to see some like super broken garbage early on. Misfortune and Nocturne ban, kinda interesting. I don't know who they're particularly targeting for those two bans in particular, but on the side of Collab Koalas, we have the Mumu ban, Samira, which is also another champion that's was a bit overtuned. She's been nerfed like 3 times consecutively now. I'm not too sure how scary she is anymore, but Yasuo win wall on her W for 360 win wall is kind of nuts, and Soraka's just irritating to deal with, so interesting
Yeah.
bans all around. Nothing really meta banned at the moment, so.
For sure, and I'm just I like to call it right now because I'm like really seeing it from collab koalas. Like they were starting out with some frost comp. I like calling it the frost comp because they're all based off of ice. But it looks like they're gonna be going with Thresh for their 3rd pick in the draft. And just looking at the lineup right now, Galio, Nunu, and Shen, you really have a semi-tanky comp. You have a kind of half global comp, I would say. Well, more global with Shen, but half with like Galio. So there's gonna be a lot of support if they're really good with their teamwork. We've never seen run it down with how they play yet. So I think this might be interesting. If they were able to play it right, they may be able to outpace collab koalas. So who knows? We do have the Trundle on collab koalas though. I think that's gonna be interesting. That shreds through a lot of the tanks on the other team. So I think the Trundle pick is a really great pick over here. And we have Ashe, right? So
I didn't expect the jungle pick to come out so soon. And also for the run it down team, they aren't really afraid to pick their mid laner and top laner so openly. You usually want to save your solo picks you want to hide them so that they don't get counter picks, but Galio is a pretty priority champion, so I can see why they locked it in. He's a little bit flexible going into the support and mid role, but it's a bit of a dangerous thing to do because now all collab koalas has to do is either build a comp around it or counterpick it in the mid lane. And you could also counterpick Shen really hard. Like it's just punishing to pick your solo laners first because we see aim 4 hovering Kennen over here, and there's no way that Shen gets on top of a Kennen unless he taunt flashes onto him. So I think it's really smart that collab koala went with a conventional contested Ashe pick right away, lock that in and secure it for the team. The Enchanted Arrow initiation's really good, and Thresh is just a good staple champion overall. So the team comp's looking really clean so far. Okay, we see the Silas locking. Okay, so their team comp is solidified.
I find it very interesting with run it down, like picking Sivir. I mean, I know that Sivir serves like as a good amount of utility, has great wave clear and all that jazz, but it's gonna be really tough to find your way in, I'd say. And I think the one thing that's gonna be even tougher for run it down is they're primarily mostly tanks, so they're gonna have to rely on either one of them to get fed or just have Sivir, protect the Sivir at all costs. I think that's the game plan. I don't really see like who's gonna do more damage. Maybe Galio can do more damage, I don't know, for their team, but in the damage category it's gonna be kind of tough, right, as opposed to collab koalas.
Yeah, I agree with you there. They in terms of damage output, it's looking pretty rough for RPD running the Taric support and Nunu jungle. It's just a lot of tanks all around. Galio mid lane, they're more in the utility role, but they do have a lot of skirmishing potential, like early to mid game when they're still in the lane phase. They have a lot of help coming your way. Like Shen can teleport in, Galio can dive in, and Nunu is very mobile as well. So maybe they'll be able to push their good skirmishing and put themselves into a good enough lead and position to win through that. Whereas Collab Koalas is going for more of like a pick comp with Silas, Ash, Thresh, Kennen, and Trundle.
And if you're just tuning
Oh.
in, you're watching the first ever game of the Varsity Series, the Latta Esports League Varsity Series. You're watching our recreational group play between Collab Koalas on blue versus Run It Down on red. Immediately following this game, we'll have our first ever educational match between Okudu High School and Aimless Uprising, which is a combination of players from JFK and GW. And at 11 o'clock, we'll catch the Triton Esports match versus Leonautics, which is the Marianas High team. Which is so shout outs to other schools and teams from around the region jumping into the into the competition. And yeah, should be a good one. Looking at the chat, we got some people saying game over at the draft. People unkillable Trundle. So we're gonna see how it goes. It should be interesting. What do you guys think? First impressions about the lineup so far?
You want to go first, Alan?
Yeah, I already kind of gave my 2 cents on it. Where I really think RID doesn't have enough damage output, as you also stated, Arc Pulse, and it's gonna be around the skirmishes because mechanically, I think that Collab Koalas has the easier team to execute because timing everything with the Galio, Shen Shield, and the Taric ultimate properly to win, come out on top of these fights. The timing is everything for Shield champions and Taric ultimate. So we'll have to see how much execution, how much work they put in their execution and teamwork, because that's gonna play a key component in this matchup here.
That's true, and I think what I also mentioned, right, is I feel like the only way for Run It Down is to be able to really stand a chance is that they all get a lead early. I think that if they're able to get a lead early, also have that dominating lead throughout the game, which is going to be a very difficult task to do because we have Godkins on the other side. If they're able to do that, if they're honestly able to do that, then I think they do have a chance of being able to dominate this game. But who knows? It's going to be tough. Even the macro play, they have we have Shen, who's going to have to wait until he gets Tiamat and Sunfire to actually start pushing, and it's just going to be difficult overall to kind of get some lanes pushing. I mean, you have Sivir, but that's one lane. You have also Galio, that's some other lane. But it's going to take a really long time for Run It Down to snowball, is what I'm saying. So it's going to be tough, definitely.
And definitely. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, once they hit their 6 spikes, you're gonna see Run It Down activate. Whereas when it gets to late game, I'm pretty sure they just get completely outscaled by Ash and Trundle.
That's
here
true.
we go.
That's true.
The game is about to begin.
Right, and also I think you can kind of say, right, I'd like to say that in the with Collab Koalas, they still also have a pretty decent early game as well. So I think it's gonna be interesting if I could do so say myself. I'm seeing some pings right now. It feels like they're gonna be going for an invade. Okay, let's see what happens, guys.
I believe I'm getting a message from one of the players in game, Subliminal. He's letting me know that lag issues on both teams might cause a pause here.
Sure.
Right off the bat, but we'll see what happens, if they're just gonna roll with it or not. We do live on Guam, so the internet issues are pretty blatant here. Complete disconnects. 5-point or 4-point start for Collab Koalas, whereas the Bush Cheese, personal favorite of mine from RID. King
Yeah.
Fei defending top ramp. Neither jungler gonna
Minions have spawned.
put warding trinkets out.
Yeah, I find that very interesting. Normally you try to, drop a ward so you can get the early red trink, and it looks like there is the pause right there. We have some lag issues going. Somebody's spiking at 300 MS, and somebody reaching up to 400. Feels good, man. GTA, Docomo. Come on, man. What are you guys doing?
Summoner has disconnected. A summoner has disconnected.
Oh, there we go. We have collab koalas. Some disconnects going on. Hopefully that reconnect will be able to help them. It's gonna. It's the first match of the day. I don't think we're gonna. I think we want to get the technical difficulties out of the way as soon as possible. So it's not a problem. Not a problem.
I'm glad it didn't happen mid-team fight or anything like that.
Oh yeah.
So.
For sure, for sure. I mean, I wouldn't want to see like 4 people just standing there not doing anything while the other team is just wrecking them, you know?
Yeah, I heard there's gonna be a typhoon today, or like some kind of tropical depression, and that may cause internet issues later down the line as well. So I'm glad we're doing it in the morning when it's nice and sunny, calm before the storm. Hopefully no one's power goes out, no one's internet goes out later on in the day. But make sure you guys seal your windows. Put the duct tape X on your windows so they don't cave in. I don't think it's a super typhoon, but stay safe, everybody. And thank you all for joining us on our online tournament. You know, gotta stay COVID free and be safe, everybody, while we are out here gaming indoors, safe as hell.
And don't be disappointed if this game only becomes a 12 to 13 minute game, because we have more games going on today. And for the rest of the next 8 weeks, next week we have Simon Sanchez versus Okudu High School. November 14th we have Leonatics versus the Flakers, the FD team. And on the 21st we have, I believe, Okudu High School and Tizen High School. So a bunch of good League legends lined up.
Oh, Ken, maybe we could take this time to like arrange the scoreboard in terms of like top lane versus top lane, jungle versus jungle, ADC, ADC, and all that good stuff.
Agreed. I totally forgot that they haven't adjusted, but it's okay. I mean, we can inform them in the next one.
No, that's just the way the league. I think we just need to fix it in client side, because people want to hide their picks and change up the orders. I don't really mind in terms of that.
True. Fair enough.
Godkin's on Trundle, by the way, is pretty classic Guam Customs pick right there. And he is pretty well known for his Trundle. He's one of his pretty staple champions in tournament play as well. When I used to play with him, he did pick Trundle a lot. It's a very consistent workhorse champion. Even though he received a couple of nerfs as of late, he's still a very solid pick. And like you were saying earlier, he's going to be providing the tank shred with his subjugate.
Correct.
Later on in the game at level 6. And with spicy targets like Galio with Aftershock, I'm sure he'll make good use of their stats.
Alright. Ken, just to help with the reordering, for the left side, it's Kennen top, Trundle in the jungle, Silas mid, Thresh after that, and then Thresh at the bottom. So and then
Thresh and Ashe switch.
Yeah, switch Thresh and Ashe on that side. And then on the right side we have Shen top, Nunu jungle, Galio mid, and yeah, everything else is actually pretty good. So we're waiting right now just for, I believe the ones who left are Aurora and Tiffany to reconnect. Looks like we are on some GTA customer support. Let's go, GTA. Come on.
Yeah, someone tell them that we got a game going on. We can't wait forever.
Yeah, GTA has been fixing their lines, and I don't know how you guys are doing, but I'm a GTA customer personally, and my ping actually, it got shot really hard, and I was playing in the 200s for a while, like maybe a week, and now it's like a 169 168 rate, which is
Yeah.
pretty pog. Had some real Guam issue here. GT ref has left the chat. Thank you everybody for sticking with us. Maybe this is a good time to replug our sponsors while we're in the waiting room.
For sure, for
Oh.
sure.
Limbo of pause. Ken, take it
Oh
away.
yeah, sure. You know, we gotta throw the sponsor loop while we wait here. Once again, this is presented by Guam Windward Memorial, Heavy Hitters, and Monster Energy. You know, guys, if you're hungry for some good burgers, definitely check out Heavy Hitters. Today, they're open for curbside delivery. So Halloween, go get yourself a nice taro burger. Just tell them Ken sent you. Tell them Laddie Esports League sent you. And also shout outs to Goodwood and Coffee Select. Goodwood is helping out by providing all the trophies and medals for the event. So shout outs to them. And of course Coffee Select for just the best cold brew coffee on Guam. Check them out. They even have their sunset days where you can just hang out and catch like probably the most consistent sunsets on Guam over on the beach side. So definitely check that out. And if you're just tuning in, we're watching Game 1 of the Recreational League between Run It Down and Collab Koalas, followed by a bunch of other games right after. As soon as, if we ever get this particular match started. I don't know, we might have to restart, I'm not sure. We'll have to see.
It's just getting through the technical difficulty. It looks like they're ready to roll. So let's go back to the paused screen and hopefully they unpause. Or at least RID is ready to rock here. They type in K, they're ready. They got off the customer support line with GTA. Hopefully Aurora and Tiffany can get back into the game. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing that we're really hoping for.
A
As
summoner
far
has disconnected.
it looks like Tiffany has left the game, and also Aurora has left the game again, surprisingly.
Reconnect.
I'm not even sure when they reconnected prior to this, so this is the reason why I'm kind of like surprised. But one notable thing that I noticed that's interesting, RID warding their own blue buff. So
Yeah, they stacked up on a ramp, blue ramp, just to try to, I guess, cheese somebody. Oh, here comes the oh wait. Man, we just never gonna get this game started. This is truly a Guam custom game here.
What a start,
Yeah.
man.
No
That's
other
why
way
we
to
all
start
gotta
a
play at
Guam
UOG.
game.
When the quarantine is over, we're just all gonna go to UOG. We'll do the 10-man there. That'd be a lot more reliable, hopefully.
They got the best internet on Guam.
It's
They have
crazy,
the
man. It's
corporate
crazy.
tier internet.
I know. I was like, wow, that's wild. That's so
I
wild.
want to play my ranked games there.
I know, I want to see what's my ping like, dude. Holy cow.
It's nuts over there. You got like the most consistent connection, and they have an entire server room. I got to tour it when I was there, helping out UOG with their thing.
Oh god. So is their ping like high, like a lot lower than our usual ping, or is it just consistent? Like you don't feel like lag as much?
I believe that the latency is a little bit better and a little bit more consistent, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't get the pleasure of playing on it. I was just streaming and casting for them, so.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, that would be quite interesting. And see, guys, it goes to show, you know, if you end up joining one of these tournaments, you know, and being able to play at somewhere like you at the University of Guam, who helped collab with the Laddie Esports League in putting this all together, you too would be able to play on some nice, some good PCs, and it'll be nearly lag-free. So maybe if you're not signed up for the tournament, consider signing up next time when we do host another one of these League of Legends tournaments for sure.
Yep. And I believe we have one scheduled for early January, so right off the bat. Next year we're going to be doing 3 to 4 seasons, just seasonal tournaments and events. It'll be cool.
Wow. And it looks like we have Aurora reconnecting right now. We're just waiting on Tiffany to reconnect, I'd say. Oh, we have an unpause? Is there?
A summoner has
Oh.
Oh, that's an immediate repause.
I know.
Looks like
I
they
thought-
reconnected. Got a little bit of
Okay.
extra movement, so that's good. Everyone should be returning to their lanes. Minions
we
have
got-
spawned.
We already got that 5 minutes. Or actually, it's more so 10 minutes of just looking at Nunu's top half. So I'm glad that we're ready. So we're just gonna get this show on the road. So
Yeah, that's not working for me.
Alright, here we go. Control Z and scroll out. Doesn't work?
No.
Okay.
yeah, I think it's as zoomed out as we can be.
Might be just for replays.
Pretty much. So typical buff starts from both junglers. It's gonna be starting both on the the bottom half of the jungle. It looks like Pumpkins might be going for triple buff, or a triple buff triple camp, so that he gets the fast level 3, and then probably gank already.
You can see how quickly he worked his way around the map. He's already on his blue side. Ooh, action in bot lane. Aftershock has been procced. Subliminal, getting a solid trade there on the Sivir. Yeah, Subliminal is actually pretty good at hook champs and in the support role. He was the top laner for my team previously, and I feel like he's a lot better at top, but yeah, his support is not to be slept on. Solid
Well-
player all around. Oh, we see Trundle moving into position. Oh no, he's going for the red buff. He's invading Nunu right now as we speak.
Very
Goodness.
interesting.
Yeah,
I think
invading
like,
the Nunu is
Yeah.
kind of he's just gonna like chomp smite it. It's super safe. Ooh, 3-man collapse on the Pumpkins. A lot
wow.
of trouble. Ooh, flash down from Shen.
Ooh, messed that up.
Okay, so
Very aggressive start from Pumpkins. Like you said,
Yeah.
it was interesting that he would try to get Nunu that early. Maybe it's just because he knows that he clears a lot. He cleared a lot faster, or he had that feeling that he cleared a lot faster than Nunu, so he tried to contest. So
Yeah.
interesting insight from the mind of Godkins.
yeah, they both went for like the 3-camp clear, so that's probably why he was like kind of caught off guard that Nunu was there. But I'm surprised that he would go for an invade, but he didn't super hard commit to it. But invading a Nunu who, you know, has consumed, which is 340 true damage at, you know, early levels. He also has smite on deck. It's impossible. You're not gonna take anything off of it. It looks like he's
Right.
ganking mid lane. Gets a little bit of damage off. Press the attack did get procced. Galio getting sent home after that. Transition gank into the bot Scuttlecrab, which he will discover is already taken by Scrappy671.
Right. I think if I were to really think about how Godkins played that out, maybe he was probably just baiting the other team to leaving their lanes because after they did that, you know, look at Shen. He's at like 6 CS. I mean, he's up against Kennen, who's a range champ, which is gonna be really hard to deal with. But that just sets him back a lot more than he should be.
Yeah, for sure. Like he forced the rotations from both top and mid lane, and already action again. Plonkins in the mid lane. King Fei just can't catch a break, and Aurora and Plonkins just beating him down melee style. Gonna be retreating into the river, but there goes first blood.
Oh, and it looks
Dude,
like in the bot lane
what
we
an-
already have another gank by Scrappy. Looks like Subliminal in trouble, but he flashes out. Tiffany uses the heal to save him. Very, very good play from defensive play from Collab Koalas on the bot lane.
Oh wow, there's kills all over the map. Top lane, right after that, Cannon picking up a solo kill onto the flashless Shen. He flashed earlier during the invade, if you guys at home didn't catch that. But aim
Right.
4, picking up a solo kill onto Purple Hardy.
Right, and man, it's I'm glad that he had the TP because if he didn't have TP, that wave would have costed him that, costed him his lane.
That would have been lane right there for sure.
100%, 100%. Even right now, as we speak, Sivir still in bot, very, I would like to say quite dangerous. But she does still have both sums. As long as she just doesn't get caught by Subliminal, who's starting to walk up, then I think she'll be fine.
Oh, just the autos. Oh.
Yep.
Okay, it was not quite enough. He had Ignite up. I'm pretty sure that would have been a kill. I think he was hesitant because Spell Shield is up and he didn't want to like flay auto Ignite because he knew he wouldn't get all the damage out. But there's definitely a lot of kill potential there to be had. Both ADCs played pretty risky. No mana bar, no flash. Like, I respect it. Well, Makir? I don't know how to pronounce his name. We'll just call him Maki. Yeah, we'll call
I think
him
it's
Maki.
Michael. It's Michael.
Miker? Oh, Michael.
Like a
Miker.
Japanese Michael.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh, it looks like no Scrappy. Actually ran into the wall with a snowball. Gonna get caught out, but Shen ulting the wrong person.
I think that was the only person he could ult. And unfortunately, yeah, that's a global down already right off the bat. Scrappy getting caught out there from the pillar, and Subliminal with a solid roam through river there from bot to mid. Gonna be catching out Scrappy. He cannot catch a break. Hopefully he can farm back up. Bunkins does have one level on top of him, and he is still eating up some farm. Aurora doing a great job in mid so far as well, maintaining his lane pressure and able to pick up that kill on Scrappy there.
Right, and he doesn't even have to hard commit. I mean, like, he does have the Lost Chapter already, and he's, like, I'd like to say he's much stronger than Galio at this time, but obviously he's still playing it safe. He has that lifesteal, and I think he just wants to farm, and he's just gonna wait for his jungler.
That's the general plan, I'm pretty sure. Because as long as he keeps Galio in lane and unable to ult the side lanes, the Galio pick is worthless here. Like, the Galio wants to, like, shove out and be able to roam, but Aurora's effectively stopping that by, good old Chain Lash Max, his Q. And he's just clearing the waves up. Oh, but here comes Scrappy. Invading Poinkin's bots. No? He's just feeling it out, looking around. His topside's available, and Ponkins will be taking full advantage of that, eating his entire topside.
He's honestly looking around, so I don't know. This could be a dragon play, though. If he actually went... What?
Nope. He's going back into his jungle. Ponkins realizing that Scrappy is nowhere to be seen. Gonna go gank in mid here. Ooh.
Oh, that's looking bad right now.
Yeah, Aurora also picking up the Galio ult there, just in case he needs to go bot lane. Not looking too clean on the abducts there from Aurora, but the Pillar of Ice is like, well, just enough CC in general, just blocks terrain. Galio cannot Justice Punch out of that one.
Exactly. And one thing I really want to bring up, look at the entire top side of Nunu. 100% fully warded, as opposed to, run it down where they do have the river line, but it covers most of the dragon or the bot side, but you really don't have much vision on top side, so you won't be able to know where Trundle actually is. So if if they had a little bit more vision up top, which is going to be really difficult because Shen is just going to be poked out under turret, I think they would have at least been able to take the Drake. So that would have made a lot or it would have made a huge difference, I'd say.
And a good engage there by Subliminal and Tiffany. But here comes the Galio ultimate. The taunt, won't quite make it on the sub there. Tiffany and Subliminal they got a lot of tenacity. They were staying down there, surviving. And I don't mean tenacity the stat, I mean just the ability to stick in lane without dying. Well played there by them. That only cost Tiffany splash, and she still has her heal up. Subliminal also has a splash up. Ooh, got caught by the stun there. A little bit punished. Still alive though.
Right, and it looks like Scrappy coming in, trying to help save that turret. However, dude, aim 4 just autoing from afar, and that's really annoying to deal with. I'd hate to be Shen right now, honestly.
Yeah, I am in the I hate range top laners club because a friend of mine, Jack the Ripper, he's a top laner. He only plays melee, so the plight of playing against ranged champions feels bad, man. Never fun. But, I mean, this is the most consistent way to beat down top laners is just play range. Look at the CS disparity. I mean, it's 84 to 26. Shen is getting choked out. He's had to use his stand united. He's had to use his teleport to get to his lane. He's consistently getting shoved in the tower. There's no way Scrappy and Shen like managed to kill aim 4 while he has his flash up. Yeah, it's not looking too good on our hero Purple Hardy on Shen here. As we see a light engager.
Looks like a caught out, a little bit caught out from bot lane, but actually it's a turnaround. Podkins
here comes
here
the
to
teleport.
save the day.
Slicing Maelstrom on top of Sivir. She can't get out. Podkins and Tiffany. Perma slowing. Oh, Godkin's gonna flash in the face. I don't know how necessary that was, but they do secure the kill onto the bot lane. Both Miker and Ueda going down. Both very Japanese bot lane names. I like it.
Very like I really love the rotation that they did. It was so fast from collab koalas to just start rotating to get everything, get the bot lane, get Drake. It was pretty clean. I thought it was gonna be Subliminal who was primarily caught out, but that arrow, the TP, Godkin's coming to the rescue. Dude, they are on top of things right now.
Yeah, it's definitely looking a bit like a team diff right now as Collab Koalas only got one death, on their side. One death on their side. Aim 4 with another solo kill in the top lane. Subliminal throwing a hook into open air there. Bot lane.
Yeah. I think the one, like, Shen really overstayed. He greeted for those plates, and now, unfortunately, it's probably gonna cost him top turret if Aim 4 wants to go for it.
Yeah, Aim 4 just got his call. He bought a call and completely stacked it within 13 minutes, which is really good for him.
Right, and it looks like Shen still had that last he still had some TP for him to go around, but I don't know if it's gonna save him here for that turret.
Yeah, that turret's gone. I don't think anyone's gonna play for top side here.
Oh, it looks like there's like something happening in the bot lane though. A little bit of like a stun from Ueda, but they did hard commit. And Tiffany re-engaging with the arrow, but oh my god, there's too many things happening on the map right now.
Yeah, jungle's also being invaded. They have Podkins and Aurora gonna be taking out Scrappy, invading his red side buff. And meanwhile, in the bot lane, Subliminal and Tiffany picking up both Ueda and Miker. Oh my, it's just an absolute slaughter on the map. The map dominates. Every small skirmish that RID needed is not going in their favor at all. The Galio ultimate, we haven't seen it effectively used quite yet. They don't have any champions that can really get in there to make full use of it. Usually you'd see like a Camille or a J4 for the synergy, but there's just like, I mean, aside from maybe you get Nunu to snowball into a fight and then you Galio on top of him, but it's not quite happening. 3-man collapse coming in here on top of King Faye at his first tier turret. Podkins Aim 4 and Aurora just gonna be tearing him asunder. Taking care of this mid lane power real quick. Yeah, it's just just rotational diff right now. Team diff. Podkins throwing out the pillar to block Aurora from getting taunted in the tower there. Good tech by the Godkins himself.
I really like the idea of the global comp, but like we mentioned, you know, there's just not enough damage to go around when it comes to RID, or as you've been saying, in this case, it's actually just RIP at this point, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it ain't over till it's over. It isn't over till the Nexus explodes, so we'll see. I highly doubt that they'll be able to come back, but you know, maybe it's just first game jitters. Pumpkin, Subliminal, Aurora, they're all very used to playing tournament. So, Pumpkin's getting a little bit greedy here.
Yeah,
That's the Shen ultimate. That's the Galio ultimate. Galio ultimate coming out from Aurora as well. Tiffany Arrow gonna hit Sivir. That's huge.
Wow.
Pumpkin's refusing to die. His passive is just keeping him alive.
Wow.
Thresh is tying up both Galio and Nunu in the backline. Pillar of Ice coming out, just cutting off all escape. And Godkins, through it all, surviving the 2 HP survival. You cannot kill the Godkins. It's your fault that you tried. Unfortunate.
Not.
They landed everything on him, man. That was wild.
That was every single ult.
I know.
And it still wasn't enough. Actually,
That's a good
Tarek
try, though,
and-
right? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, good effort. The Cosmic Radiance didn't come out from Tarek. I think that might have changed things, because if he saved his team from dying there, Pumpkins wouldn't have got, or Trundle wouldn't have got his regeneration passive, the King's Tribute. Every time an enemy unit dies, he gets 5%. He heals like 5% of his health, I think, depending on level.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what kept him alive. Is max health scaling as well, and Pumpkins does have a decent amount of HP, so he was just able to survive all of that.
Also, King Faye, I'm not actually quite sure why you'd want to be fighting Kennen right now, who's actually he was 4-0, but now he's 5-0. Huge amount of damage that's going to come out from Kennen because he has also Leandries. You really don't want to be fighting that.
Yeah, tank shredding item. All for a pink ward as well. That was not like a reasonable fight to take there. You know, you don't need to be dying over 75 gold. Guys.
What does run it down have to do to get back into this game, though? What can they do?
Get all those shutdowns that the other team has, I'd say, and actually push. That's all I can say. Yeah,
No,
they would
just-
need like an ace, I would feel.
They're gonna need a lot more than ace at this point. The gold disparity is like 15 grand,
Yeah, 15K.
and they are probably going to be played perfectly, no errors from here on out. Establish some defensive control of their jungle, some wards, maybe maybe 3 solid team fights, and then if they get their inhibitor taken, to just turtle and wave clear with the power of Sivir and Galio. But obviously, Collab Koalas they're not going to give them room to breathe. They've taken every objective off the map so far. They're going to work towards Soul. It's a slippery slope. I don't see them coming back, but you know they're not hesitating to. You know, they're not giving up yet. Looks like they're still trying to farm up and group up and team fight here in the mid lane. Shen does not have Stand United available. Pumpkins and Sub. Aurora as well walking up. Tiffany has been consistent with these arrows, but here comes the Radiant. Cosmic Radiance, they're all invincible. Aim
and then
for
the
huge
stun.
slicing Maelstrom. Oh my god.
God.
Alright, yeah. Remember that thing I said about coming back being a thing? Like, maybe if they win 3 team fights, they're gonna need to win 5 team fights now.
Right, and it's gonna be a lot harder with Herald dropping down. We're gonna get also inhib turret. We're gonna probably get inhib. We might even also get one of these Nexus turrets. I don't know if they're able to stop Shelly from making that day with the inhib turret. Then that's gonna be a safe. With the Nexus turret, then I think they're fine. They actually do that.
If you guys are just tuning in, don't worry. After this game, we have the first educational match. It's between Okudu High School and Aimless Uprising. So stay tuned. More League of Legends excitement coming your way.
Here comes another fight. King Faye getting inside of the collab koalas here. That's not what they want to do.
Right, and he went a little bit too deep. I actually thought the Sivir was the one who popped the ulti, but it looks like Aurora is the one who stole Sivir's ulti.
Yeah.
Not sure what he was planning on doing there. Maybe he wanted to force an engage, but good decision to not heavily commit. I feel like they've achieved much more than they needed to anyway. So now is a good time to recall and set up for Baron.
Absolutely. Shoot, man. I mean, if they're able to steal Baron by some miracle, they do have Nunu. So maybe like, oh, he doesn't have flash up. I'm trying to have hope. I'm trying so much to have hope for run it down, but they're just running it down. This is some Olympic 2020 rundown right here.
Exactly. I mean, if you're gonna be playing Nunu, that's the perfect champ for running it down. I don't necessarily mean that in that way, but you know, he does have that. He does have a snowball to literally run it down. Unfortunately, he doesn't have flash to go into the pit. They're like,
Yeah, it's completely loaded as well.
Koala is not afraid of the Nunu right now, whether or not he does have flash, but he doesn't. So
They just have to play defense. Like, there's nothing they can do. In this position, like, look at the wards. Look at the wards. They got 2 pink wards on Baron. It's an impenetrable defense there.
Exactly. And it looks like Scrappy
Tiffany
gonna be
with
caught
the
out by
arrow!
Tiffany.
Man, she's hitting a lot of those. She's hit a lot of arrows there.
She has hit every arrow this game. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen one hit Africa yet.
I know.
My
Very
goodness.
insane. And it looks like Aurora stealing the Galio ult just in case they might need it. But I really don't think that's pretty overkill at this point. No.
Oh, Sub gonna hit a hook onto King Faye.
Look
And here
at
comes
all
the
of those
cluster.
ultis.
Oh my! Aurora actually cancelled the King Faye's ulti by using his ulti. Stop hitting yourself. It looks like Koalas will be taking this match quite easily here. Only 2 deaths on their side. Godkin's actually dying that fight, by the way, so unkillable
Wow.
Godkin's title taken away.
Exactly.
Happy Halloween and GG.
Wow.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Wow.
You know, it was more of a treat for the collab koalas and a trick for
Let it down.
RIG. So, very, it was kind of like what I mentioned. You would be able to see the difference starting at like, you know, I was hoping for 15 minutes, but they got it at like 13 or 12. That's when you saw the disparity even growing larger and larger, and that's when the game just started to snowball out of control.
It's probably, you know, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt, first game jitters, because they are not. I've never seen these people in a tournament before. Like these are like new faces to the esports scene, and on Guam at least. I'm very excited to see how they perform in their following games. I'm sure they'll learn from this defeat. I would say that Collab Qualis is one of the strongest teams because they got my boy Sub and Aurora over there with Godkins as well. So, yeah, really solid gameplay. Collab Qual is looking like one of the teams to beat here.
It was a
for
good
the
game.
tournament.
And you know what? I give props to Run It Down though. They fought till the bitter end. It was still awesome, and I'm excited to see how they do for the rest of the season for sure. Guys, the next game is up. It's between Okuru High School and Aimless Uprising, and actually you're gonna have to search for that lobby to find it. But I'm sitting in it, so when you guys are ready, you can go ahead and jump in.
Oh, are you able to? Can you invite us?
For me, you know?
Yeah.
You guys have to leave your game, and then I will.
Already done.
Yeah, we already did. So just
I can
right
invite you.
click and then invite if you can.
Let me. I can't invite you guys. I can't
Oh
invite you.
boy. It's probably a client-side issue. Let me just relog real quick.
Let me.
Yeah, Riot client really good.
Oh, you know, hold on. It's because let me tell these guys to sit into the spectator.
Oh, that was probably the issue.
Yeah, that was probably it. Yeah, I find that quite interesting now that with the client, they don't actually allow you to invite people into a full game lobby, like just to spectate. So very interesting change. And also, I also learned that you cannot Alt F4 to leave game immediately anymore.
Yeah,
Wild.
it blocks you. It gives you like that good old, hey, are you sure your team needs you?
Yeah,
Like,
I
and the
can't invite you
5-second
guys.
cooldown. Okay,
I don't know why. But the game is OHSV Uprising.
I got it. I just typed in OHS and I see the pass in the chat. So
Wait, which
wait,
match
it
is
says.
this?
I got you. I'll just send it to you through what's it called? That's the pass. But wait, it says that the team it's full. Hold on.
It's full because they need to sit and spectate.
Are they sitting in spectate?
There.
Oh, okay. So I got in.
Yeah,
so
I'm trying to get in as well.
There we go.
All right, we are ready to go.
And yeah, so this is game 2. This is the educational group stage between OHS Autofill versus Aimless Uprising. OHS being a combination of... Actually, I'm sorry. It's Okuda High School, so it's not a combination of anything. But Aimless Uprising is a combination of GW and JFK players. In the educational group, every team represents a educational institution. So this should be definitely an interesting one, I would say. We haven't seen Aimless Uprising, so this will be the first time we get to see these guys. So I'm excited to see how they do.
Yeah,
for sure.
We've seen Maverick and Juju, I believe, compete in our last tournament. So I'm pretty excited for that.
Yeah. Actually,
That
and
is
yeah,
so
you know,
true.
the OHS guys are on red right now. Aimless Uprising is on blue. Yeah, and we've seen the OHS guys play before in all the games. So they played the League of Legends that first season, and they also played in the Valorant tournament. So should be interesting. All right, looks like we're ready. So we're gonna get this game started.
Let's go.
Yeah, this is gonna be quite interesting. Like you said, we've seen Maverick, we've seen Juju from last tournament. However, is it OHS? I believe. Actually, OHS is on the other side, so it should be Aimless Uprising. I believe that's with AZT. Is that?
Yeah,
am
yeah.
I correct?
Aimless is on blue, and then OHS is red.
Gotcha. So it looks like as for team Aimless Uprising, these are some players I'm not quite familiar with. Do you know them, Alan?
Aimless Uprising? Personally, I do not know them. I know all the old heads from League. I know all the OG players.
Well, these guys are
They're
not
playing-
old. That is for sure.
Yeah,
these are all
young
high school
youngins.
students. Yep. And then, I mean, you know what?
So
These kids are actually pretty dope at like other games. I know this is Joshua, AZST, even Minor, LMC Minor. These guys are pretty good at Smash. They did really well in the GDOE Smash tournament. They were some of the top finishers. And they're just gamers, you know, so
Yeah.
they're down to enter. And I think this is a pretty even playing field. All high school teams with no, or practically little to no coordinated MOBA competition. So it's a great opportunity for them to showcase their skills.
Very true, very true. And it's just like you said, you know, the only thing that I know noticeable about Aimless Uprising is that they've been competing in Smash. I'm gonna throw a shout out to Aurora, who plays literally 3 games. He plays Valorant and Smash, and now playing League of Legends at the same time. It's actually quite wild to be able to balance out that many games and have that much skill. So, but
You know, some of us are just born with talent.
very true, very true. As we are gonna go in, looking at the bans, Swain ban, I'm not sure if they're targeting anybody on the other team. We don't know what both teams play per se. So I do agree with the Samira ban. You know, once you get that S, you know it's all over for you. If you are able to protect the Samira, or she gets a good ulti off, and everybody's burned all of their skills. However, first time we're gonna be seeing Seraphine in the tournament. I mean, this is just the second game, but let's see if they know how to play Seraphine. I've been playing against some Seraphines in ranked. All I can say is, hey man, 5-man charm. If you can line it up. It's quite nutty.
Yeah, it's my first game seeing Seraphine. I do not know what any of her abilities do yet. Well, I kind of know what they do, but she's basically Sona version 2, and Riot Games hates it when you say that. But she's literally just Sona with more things to push, I guess. And I kind of want to see her play bot with Lux. I'm pretty sure that'll be like super broken, because we've seen Sona Lux.
Lux bot.
Yeah. So I am just waiting for Seraphine Lux bot lane, the e-girl bot lane, completely destroying people. But
Exactly.
unfortunately, looks like they're picking Thresh, and they're gonna run Seraphine mid probably.
True, true, true. And now I'm kind of liking the comps as of this time. Shen, Zyra, Caitlyn on Aimless Uprising. Very, very, I'd like to say it has a lot of kill pressure in bot with the Caitlyn and the Zyra. However, you cannot also deny that Jhin and Thresh in the bot lane, very strong pick. Once Thresh lands a hook, as long as Jhin lands the W, if he's in range, gets all the 4 autos off, and along with the Q in between, as a Jhin enthusiast myself, I think that's gonna do a hell lot of damage to Aimless Uprising. However, interesting ban from Aimless Uprising with the Lucian. I'm not sure
Yeah,
if
it's
they're I'm not sure if
it's
they're
for the
trying
solo
to do
lane.
like, yeah, I'm not sure if they're trying
It's
to ban
for-
out top.
A singular solo lane. Yeah, not a great ban. But maybe he just hates playing against Lucian. And we saw last game how badly ranged top laners can abuse you. So probably some solo Q instilled fear. I do like Aimless is on right team? Left team.
Aimless is on the left
team.
team.
Okay.
Correct, correct.
So I like the bans on Ukudu's side. They banned really good meta champions that are solid in team fight situations. And,
I agree.
and they're picking a lot of like solo queue heroes here, but I believe in the solo queue hero play style, especially in these early stages, the group stages of the game.
Oh, that's right. We are technically at group stages, so or actually we're kind of like at the splits, right? We're at splits, so we're there. These teams are gonna be going tap for tap for a few weeks, and then we're gonna go into playoffs in like I believe at the end of this like around the 7th-8th week period. So
Yep, exactly. So 7 weeks of round robin play within their groups. The top 4 teams from each group move on, and then it's a top 8 single elimination best of 3 playoff. So that's a lot of League of Legends games, a lot.
Yeah.
But it's gonna
a lot
be
of casting.
fun. It is. There's a lot of work. You know, shout outs to the 2 casters, man, who do it out of the kindness of their own hearts. And you know, even admin, he even put some money into the pot for the tournament winner. Sacrifices time and his pay, some of his pay to, you know, help promote the growth of League of Legends on Guam. So shout outs to you guys.
Yeah, I love my
Yeah.
community, man. And all these new people coming in, it makes me happy to see all the youth of Guam, you know, gaming and playing the same game that I love to play tournament wise back then, and I just want to help the community grow. I want to see us all get better together, and you know, not be the league community that we have in solo queue. I want to be the league community we have on Guam. Like, you know, the FGC fighting game community on Guam is just really phenomenal, and I know you guys are all really cool, but I want to see our league community get better together. I know that Ethan or Jansgrave super toxic and all that, but aside from him, everyone else,
Oh, God.
I hope you guys keep a non-toxic environment out there. You know, try to help each other get better. I just want to see you guys do better, and I'm really proud of my community and how far we've come. Look at this huge tournament we got, and you know, thanks to Lottie Esports and UOG and all of our sponsors as well for making this happen. Because without you guys, we'd be bored as hell during COVID season. So
Yep, definitely.
thank you.
And you know who else
Very
we got to
true.
thank? We got to thank these sponsors: Guam Windward Memorial, Heavy Hitters, Monster Energy, Goodwood, and Coffee Sweat. And also, shout outs to University of Guam and GDOE, UOG, one of the catalysts and proponents of the growth of esports on Guam. Now they have scholarships and an esports department at the University of Guam. So, you know, something for you high school players to keep an eye out for. Really trying to push growth there. And GDOE for jumping on something pretty risky and new and into a new idea, and hopefully this sets the groundwork for other games to be played in the future, guys. So as we wait for the 2-minute delay to count down.
For sure. And also we have to also thank the 67 viewers in the chat for coming through the stream, supporting the stream. You guys will, help support and show the support to the community itself and to the league. So we appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope for this match we're gonna have some even and exciting gameplay to
Yeah.
show you.
Definitely, and you are watching the educational group, so we got 7 teams on this side of the bracket. All high schools or educational institutions on Guam. Simon Sanchez, Okuru, which you're seeing right now, Tiedzin, University of Guam, Marianas High and Saipan, shout out to them. FD Flakers, which is a combination of Father Duenas and Harvest Christian Academy, and Aimless Uprising, which you're also seeing right now, GW and JFK combined. So shout outs to all of you guys for making this season a reality. As it gets started.
It's cool to see the hybrid teams for sure. The GW, JFK, FDHCA.
Yep, definitely.
It's pretty cool.
It's awesome. We got about a minute left before the game starts.
Yeah, usually schools like totally hate each other, but you know these guys probably met online. Like, hey, you're from Guam too? Like, how many times have you seen a 6-7-1 in your game and like, par, what's good? And then you start getting really chawed in chat together. It's like,
Dude,
oh,
you already know.
take
You
a
already
left,
know.
salute, go! When that meme was relevant, oh my god.
Hey, also shout out,
I-
guys. You know, if you guys like any of the highlights from the stream, make sure you clip them. Send in the clips. Just go to Clips and Highlights on Twitch, and we will know when people clip them. And we will be picking winners at random every week to win random prizes like, you know, board games, drinks from Monster Energy, random stuff. So, you know, if you want to get random free stuff during quarantine, clip some stuff from today's show.
Yeah, free stuff, free stuff.
Who doesn't like free stuff, right? Come on.
No
and
one
get those,
doesn't like
nice
free
clips.
stuff. It's the best price, free.
True, true.
Game is
I've always
starting
wanted to have something for
soon.
free 99. But looking at this right now, the one thing I'm not quite sure of is where people are going for Aimless Uprising, because as far as I can see now, it's probably going to be Malphite mid, and then it's Caitlyn Zyra bot with Shen and top, and obviously Zinzao in the jungle. It was a little bit more of a flex because with supports when I did see Shen, Zyra, and Malphite, so it was a little bit confusing. But now that I see summoners, I think it clears things up. So it's gonna be very interesting to see that fight. I do not necessarily. I don't know how the matchup is with Seraphine and Malphite. I mean, who knows what Seraphine truly does right now because she's still brand new. However, with Shen versus Mordekaiser, gonna be, I'd like to say that's really difficult of a matchup, unless Shen plays it perfectly and he gets help from his jungler. That's all I can say.
I see. Well, I know the bot lane matchup is whoever lands their CC first wins, so.
Honestly,
Zyra
fact.
and Caitlyn, the layering CC, and Thresh Jhin layering CC. Hopefully they have decent enough synergy to not flay them out of the deadly flourishes. So let's see how they do individually. In terms of the jungle matchup, we have Zinzao with Phase Rush and Lee Sin with Conqueror. Haven't seen Zinzao in a hot minute, but he does counter Lee Sin pretty hard, so.
Right, and it
Yeah,
looks like we can hear from the polls. It looks like the chat is voting for OHS at this time. However, for any Aimless Uprising fans, if you're in the chat, be sure to send them their energy. We have not seen this team just yet, so hopefully they can prove us and make a statement for their first debut game.
Yeah. I just want to see this new champion play.
Facts. Oh, and it
Okay,
looks like we got some scuffed defense
like it.
right now.
Yeah, I mean, Aimless is aimlessly walking around the map, and we have OHS here doing the classic Guam custom Tribush invade. That's the stuff we like to see, baby. They're gonna be walking over a ward. Aimless Uprising, they had a good Krug ward there, positioned to thwart this invade. They're not gonna find anything. They're gonna see the Zyra seed though, so they know they were here before. They've been made.
Wow, and it looks like their Aimless Uprising is responding correctly by going into invading OHS's red. So I really like this play right now. They responded quite correctly. They knew to just leave and and just take what they can. Give up that part of the map to take whatever else is available.
Yeah, that's smart. And Mordekaiser's gonna walk, but he has no idea. Yeah, they're just gonna take the red for free. Oh, that's huge. Okay. That respectable. I like what Aimless is doing here. I thought their defense was not good, but it turned out their defense was an offense. They're just gonna walk in and take the red for free. Yeah, OHS has no idea.
Very great play by Aimless Uprising. That shows potential. That does.
Yeah, this might be a spicy match. Yeah, but Shen might have just let the OHS know. Miner came up through the river from the red side, so maybe they're gonna get suspicious about that. But Juju looks like he's doing a standard clear. He's not gonna go. Oh no, wait, the red's warded. They know something's up. Juju's not processing it. He's just gonna walk into his. Yeah, he's gonna walk to his red. Ooh, that's not it, Chief.
That isn't it. That isn't it. And it's
Unfortunate.
quite unfortunate because he did not respond correctly. I mean, if the fact that they had a ward on Aimless Uprising's red and he didn't, he just knew that they weren't doing it. It's just, I'm quite surprised. Maybe he just didn't want to risk fighting on the Zinza 1v1, but I wouldn't know how that works. I feel like
here's a gank at top lane. Xin Zhao getting into position here, coming through the tri-bush.
Wow.
Wow. Looks like
Well played. Good pathing here by Joshi. You know, I'm pleasantly surprised. First stage game, these guys are playing like optimal levels. He's got priority on the Scuttle Crab because he just killed top lane.
And he's gonna clear out some vision. He's gonna get vision control as well. Very great play, great start for Aimless Uprising. I'm excited to see these guys play, but it looks like there's gonna be a contest at Scuttle Crab. However, Joshi Hua just smiting it, saying, "Nope, this shit's mine." Just like your red, buddy.
He's just taking everything off the map. He needs to back here though. He's wasting a lot of time walking around here. Just back and take your bot side. Oh, okay, he wants to clear his blue side. That is nuts. Good for him. Well played. I am impressed. And it looks like Shen's also like solo owning this Mordekaiser, so that's good to see as well. I guess not so good for the Ukadi fans out there, but it's pretty cool that I like the underdog teams. I'm always a underdog fan. Back when Blackfire was playing, I was a Blackfire fan, even though they haven't got a single win. They're my boys, you know. I like rooting for the underdog. It's more fun to see the people like you don't expect to win win. So I am fully expecting OHS here because Juju and what's his name, Maverick, you know, they're veterans. So I want to see them. As much as I want to see the veterans win, I want to see the new guys win, and you know, spread the word about the community. And improve everyone's gameplay. We do see Xin Zhao looking for something here bot, but Tribush is warded. Lee Sin working on the Scuttle Crab. Mid does not have priority. Seraphine walking in the river. Lee Sin will be picking that Scuttle Crab up. Xin Zhao's stuck here. There's more people in the river.
Oh,
you better run.
Maybe that was a bad place to be. Getting really overzealous right now. And that's probably going to be a Drake for them.
Yeah, that's definitely a dragon take. For free, uncontested.
Agreed.
Yeah,
agreed.
Yeah. After all those compliments, you just gotta drop the ball. It's the caster curse.
Yep, you already know. And we in the fighting game community, we call that the commentator's curse. Juju slipping away with a little bit of his life because that Q, if that hit, might have been enough. I wouldn't say so. I think he would live at least with like maybe 1-2% HP. I don't know. But that was too close of a call.
Yeah, they did that dragon without smite too, so it wasn't super risky. But Zyra and Caitlyn both have skill shots that could reach into the pit, so it's a little minimal risk, but good dragon take there. Early dragon, it's always nice to have. Ocean's gonna help them sustain in lane for a bit.
Right, and I'm just really glad, you know, we do have a fight on our hands, right? Everybody 1-1. You know, and it was a give and take for some objectives here. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna get even more exciting. I wouldn't know if there's gonna be a one-sided fight anywhere, or if this match would be one-sided.
Yeah, it's looking pretty even so far.
Right.
Hey, even CS is dead even through ADCs. Top lane has a small CS lead, and
Same with
Juju, or not Juju, Tinoso,
Correct.
small CS lead as well, but nothing you can't really recover from. It's gonna come down to the team fighting and the skirmishes in the jungle again. Lee Sin's the reds up. Yep, he's gonna get it this time. It's pretty fun to see. Yeah, like teams that I haven't seen before, you know, names that I haven't seen playing well. Gets me pretty hyped up, man. I hope these guys like start scrimming it out too, so we could get better games overall.
Oh, and looks like Juju gonna be going in for an invade. He wants to contest this blue buff from Joshi Hua. Tinoso already also coming in to rotate.
Gonna miss the ult,
missing the ult, but then AZT ulting, and then Shen ulting on top of that as well. But gets interrupted by the board. And then looks like AZT gonna be caught out here, gonna be able to run away. Juju doesn't have the ultimate to do some final damage. Plus, it looks like they just pretty much used all of their resources on Xin Zhao anyway.
Yeah, they all in. Wow, Juju took the blue from Seraphine. That's interesting. Maybe he's gonna give his blue to Seraphine. But they did take the enemy blue. Yeah, OHS picked up the blue there. Seraphine's skill shots are actually pretty slow and avoidable looking, so... And maybe she needs like a lot of team setup in order to do stuff.
I think that I think it was honestly a jungler's revenge, if I could say. So, you know, you took my red buff early, I take your life and your blue buff now. You know?
Yeah, respect it. He recognized right away that Joshi had no mana either, so that was like a free fight for him, and he took it. Right. Oh, Joshi missing the smite. Juju gonna hit the Pengu dab on him as he steals away the Raptors.
Exactly.
I can't believe Shen just stand united in front of Mordekaiser's face like that while he had Death's Grasp up. That was kind of an it. That was that was not it.
I honestly am surprised at how much Shen is winning this matchup right now. Because I mean, with the ultimate, with Mordekaiser ultimate, you do steal stats, but it looks like Shioko maybe needs to do a little bit more practice on that champ. But you know, it's too early to see. Maybe it's just a laning phase. Maybe it's just the jitters. Hopefully, he's able to prove us wrong.
You know, first tournament game jitters is a thing, but yeah, he isn't highlighting Mordekaiser all that well. If I do see, so yeah, he's getting punished by the same thing every single time. And you know, just like fighting games, right? If you don't change it up, you're spamming a mistake. If they're spamming a move, you're spamming a mistake, and you're being punished every single time for the same thing. And that's what this Shen is doing. Miner is just LMC Miner, just good fundamentals, and Shoko losing to fundamentals. He needs to figure it out.
Right, and I really like that reference, man. I really like that reference. Shout out to the Fighting Game community as well. Juju looks like he's wanting to get a gank off in the alcove right now of bot lane. Probably wants to get Drake, wants to start setting up for it. So this is going to be quite interesting. I don't think we'll be seeing a dive. I mean, they don't really have that leisure to do so. Oh, but it looks like the kick. There you go, and Stand United coming out, but it's not enough. There's gonna just all go down. The heal and the ignite. Heal from Jin, ignite from Zyra going off. Shen also wasting his ult. I mean, it was a good attempt, but I don't think...
Using his ult. That was a used ultimate, because the shield did come into play. It just wasn't able to... The survival was not there. Good engage there, and excellent CC lineups, so... They just kind of got stun locked. The LM's, they're gonna pick up Dragon. Mountain Dragon is picked up, and it looks like it's gonna be a Infernal Soul map. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Maverick hitting a hook on top of the unstoppable Malphite. Fun interaction there. He just kind of keeps the hook on him and moves on.
Honestly, that ultimate to save his life from AZT, that was a pretty good response. That was pretty good.
Yeah, but that's his ultimate down. When you're playing AP Malphite, that's like your only tool. It's your best spell, so that's gotta hurt. LMC Miner in the top lane, meanwhile, just completely top gapping Shioko with the same trick over and over, just taunting in and auto attacking 3 times with the Keyblade, just chipping away at Mordekaiser's health.
Exactly, and especially the fact that he gets also the other passive part of the Q off, where if the sword goes through, he does get attack speed and attack damage as well. So, he's been playing that Shen very well.
Yep, and he just does it again. Yeah, it's just free trades at top. It's free real estate.
Right, and the one thing that I find very interesting is, you know, with Joshi Hua over here, he's out to farm champions. He's not out to farm his jungle, because I could spot how many camps of his up currently at this time. He just wants to go fight.
Good response by Joshi though. He did pick up the Rift Herald there while they picked up the Dragon. Hinoso in the mid lane, gonna be landing a GLP slow into the double, what is it called? Beat drop?
Yes.
Encore beat drop. Encore? Stage presence. Why did they call her ult Encore and her passive stage presence when her passive does an encore of the skill?
I have no idea. Hey man, we didn't make it, right? The one
Right,
thing that
James.
I... Go ahead.
What are you doing? Like, the ult's called Encore. The Sona ult that's on Seraphine, right? But her passive is called Stage Presence, and she casts it twice. Anyone who's ever done any kind of music ever should know that is like, that ain't it. That should have been opposite. There's a mistranslation. Riot China messed up. I don't know what's going on.
Somebody
Wait.
better call Riot Games right now to fix that bug right now.
I'm upset. That Stage Presence should be her ultimate, and Encore should be her passive. Anyway, back to the actual game.
Back to the actual game. When I saw Seraphine actually land the double beat drop to manage that route, I was actually thinking that she would have gone for her Encore, because it does charm and it does do a heck of a lot of damage. Maybe it just wasn't enough. Maybe she just didn't feel confident that it would have killed. Plus, I mean, she is running GLP, so I mean, that's
you're hitting a Malphite under tower. It's never gonna feel safe for you. He has unstoppable force. You never know. I mean, Guam players don't usually have the reaction to flash out of a Malphite ult, so he's probably just a bit insecure about that one. And you know, it's in a tournament game, you want 100%, right? You don't try to do fancy mechanical play. You just try to do fundamentals. Like, good fundamentals win more games than fancy plays in tournament play. So you don't see like Chinese insect being pulled off on the world's stage, and you don't see any like fancy tricks other than the fundamentals. So that's probably the same. Ooh, Juju going for the same kind of gank from last time, but he will be stepping on the Zyra seed there, revealing his position. So he's gonna have to get out of there.
And the thing that's so interesting is that Juju has been matching the pacing of, or matching Joshi Hua as for where he is on the map. I mean, I know that Drake is coming up in about a minute. It looks like they're gonna go somewhat for mid, but it looks like Shioko finally being able to do something, ulting, realizing that his ult actually steals stats, and then there's something in the mid lane. Also going with the Encore and the Unstoppable, but it looks like good response by OHS. They all rotated.
What? He didn't even take the Q. The disrespect, giving it to Maverick. Oh yeah, I mean, in terms of jungle, it's no longer matching. It's just outpacing. He's got the CS lead. He's got the pressure. He's got the kill lead.
Oh,
Juju
it looks like they're
right.
going somewhere. They're gonna go for bot like they wanted to go for bot, but it's just kind of give them a small scare.
He's pushing them out of lane so he can take Dragon here. Dragon's coming up real soon. There it is. And the jungler was dead, and so was the mid laner. Mid laner has no TP. So this should be pretty free for OHS. And it looks like OHS will be picking up Soul Point here unless Ninja has something to say about it. Oh, the flashing! Yo, the smite steal! Let's go!
And it looks like we get also the Shen coming in.
Double
Whoa,
kill
so many people
Zyra?
going down. We got
The
3
Shen
people
ulti
wiped.
too? Yo,
Wow.
well
Wow.
played. Okay, they showed up, you know? I thought this was gonna be like, oh, OHS is just gonna take it from here. But it looks like they got some fighting spirit in there. Joshi with a huge splash in. Smite
Dude.
steal into the Shen San United, into the Zyro Wild Goat. That was nuts. Or Stranglethorn, sorry. Ooh,
That was honestly like
yo, that was
an
hype.
insane play. I loved it. I loved every bit of it, man. So
Yeah, that's gonna give
that
him
was
a
a
little
good
bit of a
contest.
morale boost there.
Definitely good contest.
Yeah, they
Exactly.
still drag. He had his
that
flash up,
Shen
he
ultimate
took
came
it.
in clutch.
No, like shout out to the jungler though. That, you know, in the tournament setting, he had the Kanikis to get in there and smite that splash smite. Confidence in your smite steals, baby. That's what I like to see in my Guam players. Gotta predict the health, 'cause you can't perfectly time it on our thing.
Exactly.
I mean, you're in control when you're in control, but this guy was in no control versus a Lee Sin who's got a level up on him. There's no reason why Juju should have lost that smite because he has the Lee Sin Q, the Sonic Wave and Resonating Strike that does like execution damage on top of your smite. So like, what are you doing, man? That was a misplay by him for sure.
Facts.
Oh my god. That being said, Juju's all up in his jungle, taking his Gromp away.
Right.
Looking
and it
towards
looks
the top side. No?
Gonna get it. Just a scrying bloom off. They know that he's in the area. Juju kind of thinking about going for Herald. I mean, kind of risky, and they're thinking about it, right? They're eyeballing the Herald because that is the objective that is currently on the map for the taking. However, it looks like Juju's gonna go bot. Looks like it's a spicy gank that he can head towards because that lane's pushing. The lane's pushing into OHS, and this ward is gonna spot him out.
Ooh, good trap there by Deadly Chico.
Right, and also with the root itself from Zyra. Good attempt at a gank, however, you know, the emphasis right now should technically be a Herald.
No, I don't think Herald's really important right now. There's no more plates. 14 minutes has passed, you know, long ago.
Oh!
It is an objective. Okay, Malphite unstoppable force onto Seraphine. Seraphine in a lot of trouble here, popping Zhonya's Hourglass. Can Juju get there in time? No, he can't. Wait, let's land the Q. Will he take
Is he
it?
gonna do
Lee
it?
Syndrome?
No, he's
Nope.
he's not gonna take it. He's not
You
gonna
hate to
take
see
it.
it. We want to see the Lee Syndrome gameplay, guys. Come on.
The one thing that would have been very interesting to see would be the Q onto the Zinzao and then Ward going to do the Ward Hop, doing the insect into the turret, but I don't think we have the ping to do that, or
No,
I'm
we
not
definitely
sure
have
if
the
we
thing to do it. I know like 3
Alright.
Lee Sin mains on Guam that could do that all day. It was just a bit insecure there by him. I mean, Crescent Guard was available from the Xin Zhao, so since he's not in combat with Lee Sin yet, he could just press R and disengage him. So maybe that's why he took the safe way out. Juju walking straight into Joshi here. Joshi receiving the Stand United from Shen.
Oh!
They're gonna be taking out Juju immediately. Shen trying to follow up. Caitlyn using her ultimate, ace in the hole. Thresh landing a hook and a flame, but that's all they're gonna get. Not bad.
Not
Good
bad
counter
at
gank
all.
there by Joshi. You know, they're really showing up, man.
They are. And I mean, OHS did get Drakes. They have most of the objectives off. AZT going in with the Malphite ultimate. Tenoso looking really, really low right now. I'm not sure why you're not doing your ultimate right now because that's gonna save you. It's a charm, but gonna die.
Oof. I mean, maybe he's saving it for the next dragon, because the next dragon is going to be soul point for OHS here. And wasting it before that's kind of grief, so I respect it. Dragon coming up in 40 seconds.
Only reason why I mentioned that is because he has not used it. I don't think I've seen him use it, like...
Oh, he used it and whipped it in the jungle earlier, like way in the beginning when Malphite and Xin Zhao were in trouble in the blue side.
Oh, that's right.
Remember
That's
that?
right.
And I was like, oh, he missed his encore. But he's probably saving it. And, you know, it is a new champion. It just came out yesterday, so probably doesn't have a lot of practice on it either. I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. But
Very
Mordekaiser,
true.
you know, even though he was
Overextended.
losing, now he's like becoming Mordekaiser. Yeah, he's gonna take him into the 1v1 Thunderdome ring. Gonna be beating down on Joshi. Joshi in the corner of the ring, gonna be flashing away, not quite gonna make it. Shen with a huge taunt there.
Right, and then the really good pullback from Shioko to get out. However, with all those good response by OHS, I believe, just being able to secure that Drake because he notices that Zinzao was top lane.
I think they forgot that it was Soul Point or something. Like, that was just negligence. Why is the jungler even top when the dragon's there?
Exactly. You know, if they're gonna trade Scuttlecraft for Drake, I don't know what you're thinking, buddy.
Well, I mean, we've seen some tournaments where they trade Nexus for inhibitor turret, so. Even in the world stage, you make mistakes. On the Guam stage, they're gonna make more mistakes. These people are not perfect.
Facts.
I mean, I like what I see. It's gonna be a spicy game. 7-7 right now. The gold is pretty close as well. Only difference is OHS is able to take more objectives off the map here. They are at Soul Point. They just gotta wait 4 more minutes for the Infernal Dragon to spawn. They'll have Infernal Soul, which is pretty huge on Jin. Probably really good on Seraphine as well.
Oh yeah, especially on Lee Sin and Mord as well. That's technically just great for the entire team.
Basically, it's Infernal Soul is what we're trying to say. Shen landing a good taunt there. Yeah, those Seraphine skill shots are super slow.
They are. I mean, they're wide, but
yeah, they're wide. They thick.
They thick.
Stupid thick.
Dummy thick. But anyways, going back to the match, it looks like we're still just gonna be people are staying in their lanes. They're not really gonna be they're not trying to go for some team fights here. It's more so on who's just gonna be out of position at the time being is what I'm seeing from this match itself right now.
It's been counter ganks and like small skirmishes. We haven't seen a full-on team fight yet. The closest semblance we had to a team fight was that Dragon Steel by Joshi, which was huge and really fun to watch. And I just want to see them like kind of ram it right now. But oh, Caitlyn, what are you doing? Chico is like super out of position here. Jin flashing in, gonna be landing the deadly push. Here comes the Stand United from Jen. Oh, the flay out. We love to see it.
I know, and then it looks like all of
the entire OHS team is there. Exactly. Oh, there's Encore. Oh, it's thick. Oh, the Zyra.
And also the Malphite though.
Oh my goodness.
Luden's Echo Malphite. I think he can still kill Juju. He just has to slap him a few times. There you go.
Ooh.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Clap, baby.
Malphite. Clap.
Just
literally had slap.
Just wanted to clap them cheeks. You know what I mean.
Clap them cheeks, baby. Well played by both teams there. This is a spicy game. You know? Dude. I like to see the struggles. Look at the gold. It's just 1k apart. The kills very close together. The ward control. Actually, OHS has better ward control IMO. Objective coming up in a minute and a half. I hope we see another spicy team fight. Just absolute chaos.
Dude, I know. And we're at 10 for 10. Do they really each only have 1 turret down? Wow. Okay. So it looks like only 1 turret down from each team. It really is even, but they really have to contest for Soul Point at this time.
No, it's Soul. It's straight up Soul.
Sorry.
Soul. They're at Soul Point, and yeah, the junglers need to be there. And it looks like shoot, what was the team name again?
Aimless Uprising.
Aimless. Yeah, Aimless is looking to group up on it. Sandy United is down, but Shen does still have teleport up, so does Mordekaiser, so they're in their respective lanes. Mordekaiser can stop Shen from teleporting, and Shen can also taunt Mordekaiser out of his teleport. So that's just going to be positioning difference. But Juju slowly clearing towards the dragon.
And it looks
Maverick
like
and
everybody's starting to mobilize at this time already.
Yep.
But it looks like OHS already kind of getting in position to take the Drake, resetting up vision control. This is gonna be a tough one. I don't know if we're gonna see another flash smite, but it looks like Jashihua's flash is gonna be available for this Drake, so it's not impossible. But it looks like AZT going in on Seraphine, and
took her out before she could even drop the ultimate.
Unfortunate. And it looks like AZT gonna go down to Mordekaiser getting that shutdown, but then sniping Jin from like point blank range.
You hate to see it. I hate it when my Jins do that. You just auto attack, man. Oh no.
Oh my god, and it looks
like Aimless is gonna take it.
Aimless?
No soul for you. The Caitlyn. Deadly Chico even weaving in an auto attack on the dragon as disrespect or a misclick. I'm just gonna go ahead and say disrespect for the quadra kill there onto the Thresh. You know, OHS was in a winning position there. They just kind of, the Seraphine kind of turbo into on their positioning, got caught out by the Malphite. Malphite did his one job and pressed R. Very difficult champion.
Exactly. I mean, he did delete Seraphine from the team fight early, but Mordekaiser Shioko actually took out AZT in response by ulting him away as well. It was a valiant effort, but yeah, it looks like Aimless Uprising came out on top.
To be honest, Shioko should just be ulting the jungler. 200% the dragon. But you know, I respect it. I mean, the thing with Mordekaiser ult is I don't know if you've ever seen this interaction. I have personally, but if you Mord ult while Malphite is ulting and you try to target the Malphite, nothing will happen. Your Mordekaiser ult will be consumed because he's technically unstoppable, which means he's not able to be CC'd. So it just eats your Mord ult and the ultimate still goes through. But if you do it right before he unstoppable forces, then you take him and then he unstoppable forces you. So that's gonna be a split second difference there if he's able to pull that off. Because if he's able to take the Malphite ulti away by ulting him out into the death realm, he's got a good chance to like tilt the fight over into the favor of OHS here. Because Tenoso, although his CS is pretty solid right now, the KD's not looking too great. He's looking like a Sona support, just getting blown up in every fight.
Exactly, and this is one thing that I was really thinking about when it came to Seraphine. It really just depends on how well you play the Seraphine. There we go, there's the charm, the double charm. Very good, Juju knocking out Sins out, but it looks like a lot of the TP's coming in and it's a fight that we have on our hands, however.
It's a scrap and a half. Mordekaiser getting focused down there by the unstoppable force. They're looking for the solo picks. Deadly Flourish coming out, going to be landing. Seraphine whiffing her humongous beat drop. Wow, man, you know, they really showed up to like, Aimless is showing up, man. They're scaling. The Shen is on point. He always is ready to drop his Stand United on his teammates. And they just get, OHS is getting picked off over here.
Right, I think that this is what happens when it comes to fighting people who technically have no name, like the young bloods, if I could call it. They are showing up and saying like, hey, you cannot disrespect us. You may not know us, and we're gonna make that statement right now. So the more you continue to disrespect us, the more we're gonna be showing up.
Yeah, I mean, you're basically underestimating your opponent, and this LMC minor dude is not to be laughed at right now. He's been playing really well. I'd say he's team MVP right now. Deadly Chico, like, yeah, sure, he picked up the quadra kill, but this Shen has showed up to like every single fight with this Stand United. It's kind of nuts. Like, he's playing really well.
Exactly, and we can't forget to mention that he slapped around Mordekaiser in the early game. Like, he has great fundamentals, I'd say.
Yeah. Solid fundamental gameplay. Looks like OHS is trying to get Baron control?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but doesn't seem like it. Shen gonna be going with a TP.
Yeah, he burned his teleport. That is to get in a position for Baron, perhaps. But the support's already at base.
Right, and it looks like Shen is gonna be the only one there. His team is nowhere to be found. It's quite dangerous that he actually made that play.
Aimless's back timers are all over the place. Like, the support went back, and then the ADC went back, and then the mid laner tried to go back. Like, you guys need to be on the map together. You figure it out.
Exactly. I'm still waiting to see Tenoso landing the 5-man charm. Hopefully we will get to see that. But we also have in about 30 seconds we have Soul for Ukadu. Maybe this might be the way for them to turn it around.
Yeah, they definitely need to establish some ward control though, because they were dallying about, and it's like what, 13 seconds till Dragon spawns, and OHS is in a good position to take out all the vision here. Shen waiting at base with his stat united.
Oh! Looks like Shioko with the ultimate for Mordekaiser taking away AZT, but he's gonna live and he's gonna. Oh!
3-man unstoppable force! And there's that huge Seraphine ult you wanted, landing on 4 people. That might be the fight, but no, Xin Zhao tearing up the backline. Zyra's. Oh my god, the Stranglethorn just screwed everybody there. Oh wow.
There you have it, ladies
They're
and
getting
gentlemen.
the reverse sweep treatment. That's 3 Infernal Souls. They're receiving like 12% AD and AP right now.
And that's
Yo.
not what you want to see. You
And that's
honestly
straight
don't want
into
to see
Baron.
that.
That's a free Baron.
Right, I
Okay,
don't
so
even know what they're trying to do.
Shoko actually took the Malphite, and then Malphite just like used his Jedi force to know where the enemy team was, positioned himself there, and slammed into their entire backline. Yo, Aimless, they showed up. I saw their
real.
rankings and I had my doubts. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I had some like rank complex there for a moment, but these guys play as a team really well. Either that or they're just abusing every single mistake. Fundamentals, boys and girls in the chat. Fundamentals.
Exactly.
Woo, damn.
This is a spicy game that we have. I mean, 33-minute game. Oh, like this is the time for them to start pushing. This is the time for Aimless Uprising to just group up, push to turret, use Baron, and eventually even force fights if they need to. Because one, I feel like they're significantly stronger than OHS right now, especially with 3 Infernals and the 6k gold lead.
Yeah, they got all their ultimates up, so everyone's got their ultimates up. They're ready to scrap down, but looks like they're still what are they doing here?
Looks like Caitlyn's
Caitlyn
still
pushing mark?
Caitlyn is gonna be pushing. He
Get with the
wants
program.
farm. You know, that's like the typical ADC mindset where, you know, I see a wave, it's close to my turret, I want to get it. I want to get the AD, I want to get the farm.
If I was team captain, I'd be flaming him. Get your butt in the mid lane.
Red team's turret
We need to get shit done.
Exactly.
As they walk straight up, take the tower on one, Malphite slap, slap, slap. Mordekaiser
clap, clap.
teleporting back, or backing to base. Not gonna use his teleport to flank. Man, they got hella wards though. OHS has hella wards. He has teleport options, but
I think he's just not feeling confident with his ultimate right now. He needs to really get a great pick
Why
off
are
on
you
who.
backing?
Why are you backing?
Wait, what?
Huh?
Pressure.
Wait, what did he?
Please. Aimless.
What did he
Aimless
back
is
for?
actually playing like they're aimless right now.
I
Wait
know.
a minute. Why are you? You guys are so weird. You have Baron. What are you doing?
Wait, there's a wave at bot, guys. Come on.
Oh my goodness. Like, why are you wasting Baron? Like, not like this.
Not
Actual
like this.
aimless gamers.
Now I
Guys.
think.
I thought you guys were good. What are you doing?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there's they're afraid of the waves pushing, and they don't want to give up anything. I honestly don't understand that logic, but you know,
I'm so
I guess
confused,
we're
man.
gonna. This is what we see. This is what the rank disparity. The questionable rank disparity comes into play. I'd like to say.
The macro gameplay definitely not there.
Showing.
Yeah, that was a. Look, they're just walking around at this point, guys. We have Baron. We're stronger. The team fights. We've won. We've won every team fight we participated in. What are we doing? Shen has Stand United. Why is he not splitting?
Oh wait, we
Yo!
gotta go clear some wards, guys. Come on,
Oh,
Baron,
man,
baby.
They're just holding hands. This is the low elo gotta group up, no brain strategy right here. Shen has standing. You're playing so well, Miner. What are you doing, man? You letting me down. Please don't run it down now.
Oh no, and
Hold
And I
hands
think-
and Baron.
I
They just
think
burnt their Baron out, man. They 3 minutes of walking out. Oh no, Deadly Chico's getting caught out. He's gonna use his cleanse. Sand United being popped. Yo, that only costs 2 ultis though. That's a huge. Oh, okay, teleport coming down as well. But I guess they're just. This is some Triton Esports gameplay. They're just heavy breathing every dragon.
Triton
Yeah,
Esports.
Triton Esports loves their freaking dragons, man. It's like every time it comes, it's like, gotta get that dragon, boy. Yeah. That's the Trident Esports way. I've been scrimming with them for a while now, and they love their objectives, and that's their playstyle. They're all, look at this. We are gonna stand here for 30 seconds and not do jack, because you have to come to us. The lanes are pushing in our favor. We got the ward control. We are chilling.
And it's just, they don't need Soul to
Kill the
end
ward.
the game.
Oh my god.
They just
so
needed to
tilted.
push. This is all they needed.
Wait, they need to check their social distancing because they just grew. Keelan's over the wall autoing. What the hell? You're not in a position to
Wait,
fight.
what are
Here
you
comes
doing?
Unstoppable Force on top of Juju and Chico. Okay, I guess they just never get punished. Fine. No ADC in the team fight. That's fine. Because you know what? With the power of LMC Miner and Hezzy's Unstoppable Force, they're gonna press R to victory.
Okay, now that they got Soul, now that they
what
and Seraphine, protect your ADC.
Tenoso
no.
does not want to take extra damage. ADC is inting. Please report.
Oh no.
Mid lane is just Olympic 2020 sprinting it right now. That's a reportable gameplay. Very illegal.
And then this is it, man. I think that's gonna be game finally. At least we closed it out before 40 minutes. And it looks
my
like
lord.
Aimless Uprising gonna be taking it from OHS.
That's a huge upset, Arc Pulse. I mean, everyone in the chat was like, OHS, OHS. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Aimless is the underdog. I'm going for them. And they just slapped them up in the team fights. Let's go. That was hilarious.
Oh,
man.
my god.
You love to see it. You love
to see it. That was impeccable gameplay. And you just never, you thought that, they were just gonna go for it. They knew how to end, but I think that's one thing I can at least say that Aimless Uprising needs to work on. Just close out the game. When you have a lead like that huge, just close it out. You don't need Soul.
But they're so good at pressing R. Like,
They are.
insane. Like, the Zyra ultis and the Malphite, like, that's no cap, by the way. The Zyra ultis and the Malphite ultis are on point. They were screwing up the entire backline. They tied up Tomolo, like, on Jin forever. Like, he was not able to do any damage in a lot of those fights. They were just tied up. And the threat of a Malphite that's building AP ulting you is probably the most terrifying thing ever. So OHS is gonna have to go back to the drawing board, look at their team comps, because they just got out drafted. Every team fight got taken off of them by the power of Aimless Uprising. And although Aimless Uprising's macro was kind of lacking, they
Yeah,
could
that's
work
a
on
good one.
that.
That's
Yeah,
a good
they
one.
could work on that. They could get better. I see potential in this team. That's pretty hype. New team?
Exactly.
Let's go. I like
New
it.
players, man. New players for sure.
Dude, that
Alright,
was a
Ken?
great match. We have one match, but it's not going to be on this channel. It's going to be on the UOG Triton Esports channel. I'm just waiting for them to go live.
Oh, I
have
think
to
that
go
means
cast
we're gonna have to
those
go
as
step
well.
over.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to switch over.
Yeah. But actually, you guys have to go over before they go live.
That's
Correct.
right. So thank you so much
All
for
right.
having us here at Laddie Esports, everybody. Don't forget to, like, follow, and subscribe, as our favorite YouTubers do say. So thank you for subscribing, Renz, Kaji, subscribing with his Amazon Prime. Don't forget, Amazon Prime is a free subscription to Laddie Esports, which helps Ken buy free coffee for us. We
Yeah.
need that. So
And
please
better internet.
continue to support us.
So
And
that we
better
don't
internet.
have those frame drops, you know,
Te-
the slideshow, the PowerPoint.
PowerPoint presentation
We
gaming.
can have that. So thank you guys. Thanks everyone for joining. Of course, thank you to Alan and Paul for casting this, and they're going to cast another game. So it's hours and hours of work every weekend. Shout out to them. Shout out to all of you in the chat, making it such an enjoyable experience. I really love you guys' community, and I hope to see it really grow. But yeah, we're going to raid the UOG channel. It's not online yet, but I'm sure it'll be very soon, and you can catch UOG versus, I forgot who they're playing, but it's going to be a good one. Check it out.
Oh yeah, for
Oh
sure.
yeah, Leonautics, Mariana's high school. Check it out.
All right, we'll be stepping out. So we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Yep, this administrator and ArcPaul signing off.